What is happening, and welcome to Photography Talk episode 125. Now, this week's episode of Photography Talk includes some very exciting rumors about the Canon EOS R7. Now, that should be announced later on this year. Now, will it ever happen? Well, in other news, the iPhone 14 Pro will reportedly get a 48 megapixel sensor, and that's a huge improvement over the current 12 megapixel sensor that's currently in these things. Now, we'll also wrap up today's episode with a chat about the state of the photography industry. Now, according to a recent survey, things are beginning to look up. But before we get to that, friends, we put these little newsreels together every single week in these small little bite-sized little nuggets. Now, if we're successful and you find some value with this video, friend, I sure would appreciate you crushing that like button down below, because hell, it really helps with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friend, let's get on to this week's headlines. Now, there's been a ton of speculation during the last few months that Canon would eventually announce the EOS R7. Well, it looks like this announcement will be coming sooner than later. Now, reports indicate that the R7 will officially be announced later on this year, sometime around the October-December timeframe. Now, given how popular, or the popularity of the 7D, the 7D Mark II, it makes a lot of sense for Canon to launch a comparable mirrorless camera. Now, as a more advanced APS-C camera, the EOS R7 will basically fit a hole in the current EOS R lineup. Like the 7D and the 7D Mark II, it should be fast, cheap, and let's be real here, this thing's going to be a rock star with sports photographers and wildlife photographers. Now, as a more advanced camera, the EOS R7 will give enthusiasts a more capable rig without the price tag associated with higher-end models like the R5 and the R6. But I expect plenty of pros are going to want an R7 as well, because it's really a great second body with an extra reach thanks to that crop sensor. Anyway, there's really no details about the R7 specs and features at this moment, but as we get more, right, guys, you know the routine of that. We're going to keep you guys informed with all those goodies. I'm curious, though, when this camera comes out, is this a camera, with it being an APS-C sensor, is this a camera that you'd personally go running out to go get? Leave a comment down below. Now, if you've been waiting for Apple to add a bigger sensor to the iPhone, friend, you're not going to have to wait much longer if the rumors are correct. Now, apparently, the iPhone 14 will feature a 48 megapixel sensor instead of the 12 megapixel sensor that Apple's been using in its iPhones for years. Now, it's important to note that this new sensor will only be available in the Pro model, so well, if you want this, you're going to have to pony up top dollar, and I'm sure Apple's going to charge top dollar for that extra resolution. Now, the sensor will reportedly be 1/1.3 inches, which is larger than the sensor in the current iPhone 13s. In fact, the iPhone 14 sensor will be more than 50% bigger if the rumors pan out. Now, obviously, it should improve the image quality, but smashing more pixels in the sensor will reduce the iPhone 14's low light performance. Well, and actually, come to think, I'm sure they're going to have some sort of software that's going to help compensate for that, though. Now, other than that, though, guys, there's really not much that's known about the i14 at this point. Now, as I said before, as more details come out on this, we're going to keep you guys informed. But one of the things I've noted with these phones, and especially when you look at all the computational photography that they've been cramming into these things, even with as it sits right now, I think the iPhone 13, you get extraordinary photos out of this. So it's going to be really, this is the fun part. 2 months ago, I forgot what the video was, but we're talking about what makes it so exciting is when you see the performance, the image quality that's coming out of something like this. I have a video that I've been working on, talking about tools of being a solo shooter. And I reference these iPhones, not just iPhones, but Samsungs or whatever phones that you have. But either way, smartphones these days have become such a instrumental tool because it's always on you. And let's face it, the video quality and the photo quality out of these things are really, really good. So with this going up, making such a large jump from the 12 to the 48, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with this. But anyways, what are your thoughts on it? Leave a comment below. Man, this is really good to talk to you guys about this, because it seems far too often, especially over the course of the last couple of years, that it's just not a lot of good stuff to talk about with regards to the photography industry. Well, this segment is a little bit different. I mean, there's really no doubt that the pandemic has been rough for photographers, but there might be a light at the end of the tunnel. Now, a recent study shows that photographers around the globe feel that the industry is finally making a rebound. Now, the survey included nearly 3,400 photographers from all around the world. More than half of the survey respondents have been in the business for over a decade or more. Now, when asked if business is expected to get stronger, 49% said yes. Now, compare that to 37% just a few months earlier. And when asked about 2022 holds, 56.5% of the photographers said that they expect this to be a busier year compared to 2021, which actually not really surprised about that. But another 32.2% said that they expect 2022 to at least be steady, which is a good thing. I like the optimism. Now, I wasn't part of the survey, but I do agree things seem to be looking up. Now, so far for 2022 has been a much better year than 2020 and 2021, so hopefully the industry continues to make progress. Now, what are your thoughts on this? From where you are right now, is the photography industry beginning to click on all cylinders again? Let me know in the comments below. All right, friends, that is it for the news this week. As a reminder, our current giveaway is ongoing, and we have 3 fantastic prizes up for 3 lucky winners. Holdfast Gear Remographer, we have a 128 SanDisk SD card, and of course, the $100 Anorama gift card. As always, entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video, subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So get watching some more other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on PhotographyTalk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you happen to register on the site during one of the last giveaways, friend, you're still eligible to win, but as I keep saying over and over again, swing and by, say hello, that is it. Now, for complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on PhotographyTalk or how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck, and oh, one other thing. If you enjoy this sort of content, be sure to head over to PhotographyTalk, sign up for a free account. It's free to do so, and it gives you access to literally thousands of photography-related articles on the site, including news articles, camera gear, photography tutorials, and man, the list goes on. So take a moment, sign up for an account, and get access to material that will help you take your best shot. All right, friend, and that is it for Photography Talk episode 125. Now, of course, it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff that is oh so valuable to the channel. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button down below, crush that subscribe button, well, actually crush the bell. You get the point. Hit the bell while you're at it, so therefore you're notified every single time that we come out with a new video. Friends, I'm going to be jumping out of my studio, so you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.